all four between two Titans, 125 career wins.
He's a legend. He's the John Wooden of college lacrosse, and I'm so grateful and thankful for everything he's done for me.
Alec Stathakis and James Reilly, an unbelievable matchup between two Titans at the face-off position, and Casey Wilson comes away with a first win here. Let's take a look inside the game presented by Champion Windows. Eric, what are your keys to the game?
Number one, set the tone early. This is a Georgetown team that's flying into Mile High and actually has not won a game here at Peter Barton. So you want to set that tone early, get to this freshman goaltender that's in, and then
And one name not on that list, A.J. Mercurio, who is back for the Pioneers. And Reilly's going to take it all the way. He does it himself. How about that? From face-off win, James Reilly, the senior, puts his fourth goal of the season. I mean, he's not just a face-off guy. He's got now 6 points on the year.
Not just a face-off guy, but coming into this game, he's at 62%, which is ridiculous numbers. And the DU defense here, as you could say, well, why aren't they sliding? Why aren't they going? This Georgetown attack is so lethal that if you give them an inch, like we're 10 times out of 10 going to let James Reilly shoot that ball rather than TJ Haley or Connor Morin or especially Dylan Watson. So that's kind of one of those force the hand of James Reilly. He comes down, does a great job changing his planes, and sticks it past Thompson.
Yeah, when you look at teams, these two teams, and their attacks are so, as you mentioned, lethal, you've got to pick and choose where you want to put the defenseman on, the close defenseman on, who they're going to match up with. That'll be the game within the game, as we talked to Coach T about this week and how they match up.
Catches that ball, catches it, and fires it. What I'm loving seeing so far from this DU team is they are not second-guessing any shots. Last week against Towson, I think maybe they're kind of second-guessing themselves, not as confident shooting the ball, but today, I'm loving it. Now, when you see when Reilly made that pass, as he's touching, he didn't need to throw it hard, just kind of need to put it almost just like a little loft, like a little slow-pitch softball loft, right to the spot that JJ could go get it. And now let's see, JJ, after a tough week last week, already 2 for 2 shooting today. Keep the guy hot, firing him the ball inside.
The location of that pass.
Great spot, low and away. Like we said before, JJ's got the hot stick. Keep feeding him, keep finding those spots. The top two of the league, not only there, but also in the league championship. These two teams have met in the last three in 2018, 2019, obviously 2020 with COVID year.
29 goals now on the season as Reilly able to win it, and Thompson comes up with a stop. It's loose in front.
Huge ground ball in the front of the crease.
Thompson able to get it inside the crease, and so the Pioneers will have it.
Kind of gets Thompson a little bit out of sorts, not thinking he's going to go low to low, and is able to have enough power to stick it by him.
What a battle between these two, Stathakis and Reilly. James Reilly, the senior from Berwyn, Pennsylvania, able to come away with that. We're even right now.
Jack Thompson has that lefty, and that is such a hard save, but incredible placement by Morin.
And quickly out of the pile, Will Godine tries to find Reilly. It goes over to Watson. That one got deflected by Jack DiBendetto. And then that's a check in the
paints. You can see kind of the relationship that you've seen that Trippy and Watson are trying to connect on here. That's the last 2 goals have come from those two just working together in a little bit of a 2-man game.
Stathakis able to win it to Wilson. He got ran over. Stathakis trying to...
You can see kind of the relationship that you've seen that Trippy and Watson are trying to connect on here. That's the last 2 goals have come from those two just working together in a little bit of a 2-man game.
Stathakis able to win it to Wilson. He got ran over. Stathakis trying to...
Scharfenberger to the top right corner.
Reilly with a face-off win. A high pass. But Alex Mazzone able to go up and get it. And the first goal of this quarter for the Pirates.
To get his feet set and see the Dodger the entire way. So when you get that goalie to start moving, when you're starting to pass the ball from the right side to the left side, really get him moving, getting him off his line, that's when you really start attacking goalies.
Stathakis and Reilly in just one of the all-time battles, that face-off dot. And that pass high, but able to be knocked down And the Hoyas have it.
Defensive stand, and you turn the ball over, and now no one's in the net, and they get an easy one after you just did a great job of playing really tough defense.
Right, that's one that just drives the coach crazy after that incredible defense. Because with all those weapons offensively, the matchup, if they're patient enough and find it, the right matchup, they can get it to their advantage. And Warren converts on that advantage, makes it 9-5. 2 quick ones.
Under that upper 90. But to DU fans, that is a killer sound they've been hearing today.
For Haley, that's his 4th assist of the game and 5th goal for Watson.
So not only do they get that goal, but now
run to start the second half for the Hoyas. Reilly with the face-off win. The Pioneers have been on defense now for a long time, and right now they're really playing uphill. And Bundy again, a hat trick.
Drawing the man, moving it, playing simple lacrosse. And Bundy that time, instead of putting it on the ground, brings that ball upstairs and is able to get Jack Thompson to the near side. Let this offense go back to work.
And Reilly back out there. He comes away with the face-off win himself. (12-9) face-off advantage for the Hoyas.
That is huge. Obviously, anytime you're playing a conference, it's a big game, but especially against another team that is right next to you and going to be next to you in the conference standings before finishing the season. The rest of again to that off-stick low, puts it right on top of the pipe.
4th of the game for Connor Morin. And now
I'd love to ask him if his eyes were open or closed on that shot, but it doesn't matter because it went in the back of the net.
13-11 face-off advantage for Georgetown, and Watson left open, and nothing Thompson can do there. A sock trick now for Dylan Watson, came in leading the way for Georgetown and adds to it. 6 more after he had 27 goals coming in.
This kid is impressive. That's all I can say about it. He's done it in a variety of different ways. It reminds me so of these weeks. He's really had that low three-quarter release, but so impressive. He's put the ball in all 4 spots of the goal. He's not just keeping his hands low and going low to high every single time. He's gone unexpectedly, had that shot come on so quick. The Simmons does a great job just putting that ball right into a spot.
Reilly comes away with that one against Stathakis. Stathakis and the Pioneers are not going to have the ball back. Stathakis was from a face-off perspective last year, first team Big East. Preseason, it was Reilly.
Yeah, these two guys know each other very well, facing each other against each other 3 times. They have that odd man situation, and Richie Connell does a great job just using that big frame. Just says, I'm bigger than you, and I'm firing this ball.
Silstrop with a wraparound shot. It's bouncing around.
Still, usually, when you see someone get pushed and they fall down like that, you're usually going to get that call. But refs felt like maybe Jack Benedetto was trying to sell it and turned into it, so they didn't give it to him, and it turns out to an easy goal for Watson.
Trippy with a 5-point afternoon, 2 goals, 3 assists. This ball is loose. Sparrow had a shot at it and deflected it. Couldn't come up with it. Tried to save it here on the near side, could not.